Welcome everyone to a new live stream. I hope you all enjoyed your day. We gave out some good calls yesterday. We're running in profits right now. So let's wait until some of our followers get in the live. Some nice chill vibes tonight. Tomorrow is a big news day, so for today it's an easy day. So let's check some of the setups. Currently changing structure right now, so we're looking for a pullback. Could even potentially drop further. We are in a bigger trade from the highs and still in the compound move we entered yesterday or Tuesday actually. So it was Tuesday daytime and some people entered yesterday during live stream. Welcome. I see also some people join on YouTube. So we saw some weakness forming into the DXY because we saw a hefty pullback after reclaiming this zone. It's still support, but if as soon as we break below this box, we should potentially see the dollar drop. So that could confirm also our trades here. We are currently waiting for an entry for a trade here. You could take the entry right now, but it's a little early, so I would wait a little, maybe later in Asian for a little pullback, but we did confirm a new high. So, and we had a bullish divergence at the bottom. So this potentially could move up too. For gold, we had a beautiful call as well. So yesterday we entered the buying positions for gold after a hefty drop for gold. And for gold, we are up at the moment 1.19%. And for silver, we are up also almost a percentage. So we did move up already. Yesterday we did close some profits here, but I re-entered my positions right here. I still see a bullish divergence forming, so still aiming for the upside, just like yesterday. DKR, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well. Everything is going great. So thank you for asking. I hope the same is up for you. So how are you doing? Didn't see you in the last few live streams, so and we're slowly climbing. But the last few live streams, there were a few people in the chat get some more active, so socials go well. So can't complain. Also, let's check the Instagram because today also we posted the story again when we were going live. So I will pin that in the comments for the people who are joining. Yeah, it's slow and steady DKR. So it's not crazy crazy. It's going well, and also the win and loss counter is also going well. Still a, a hefty amount of wins, so 18 wins and 6 losses. So it's a healthy month, and we call all the trades on the live stream, so that's also nice. You always have some good winning streaks. You have some normal periods as a trader. You have some losing streaks. So when I started streaming, well, it was a good thing that I was on a winning streak as well. Like I want to show people both sides of trading, so I'm clear about all my losses, all my winnings. It doesn't matter. It's part of trading. So yeah, we're climbing. So the followers are climbing on Kick and also on Instagram as well. Instagram almost 100 followers. So, and I think I started the Instagram 1.5 or 2 weeks ago. So, and 9K on viewers. So it's climbing. Thank you very much. It would be nice to see some growing in the channel. Also in the chat, having some fun with with you guys and girls. So it's yeah, it's a lot of fun also to see the diversity in countries. So I've seen a lot of people from different parts of the world already in the chat. That's amazing to see. That's like, I think that's the most fun part of the streaming. All the different views, different kind of people, different energies. So yeah, thank you very much. And even if we stay smaller as a community, it doesn't matter for me, but it would be fun to see some activity all night in the chat. So let's see where the journey will bring us. And also, I'm trying to multi-stream on YouTube, so we have a viewer at the moment on YouTube as well, I see. Um, but YouTube is such a pain in the ass as it comes to financial industry and also when it comes to music, especially. I'd like to have my music on. I like to trade how I do normally, and the stream is just something on the side to have fun with all the viewers. But on YouTube, they're like really strict with the music rules. So strike after strike after strike. Thank you, DKR. Oh, you didn't don't even support me from now on. It's from the beginning actually. So thank you for that. Let's go. Let's see if we can flip resistance. The emotes nowadays are cool. Like we used to have only smileys. But it's funny to see all the moving emotes and everything. Is my mic low right now? Let's check. Um, hello, 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 hello. Hello. Is this better? I put it up quite a bit, so I hope you can hear me well now. That's weird. Uh, let me check for myself right now. It should actually be quite louder right now, but hello, hello, hello. Let's test it from me. I have to check my own stream, so give me a sec. Hello, hello, hello. Let's test it. On my own stream, or when I'm listening on my phone, I opened it. I'm hearing myself just fine. So I don't know, maybe there's some delay, but I hope it works well right now. Otherwise, I don't know how to fix it because my mic isn't changed and I just buffed the volume, so my mic isn't changed and I just buffed the volume, so maybe try to reload your stream because it should be good right now. I checked on two devices, so let me check here as well, maybe. Hello, hello, hello. DKR, are you trolling me or is it working properly right now? Because I checked on two devices and I can hear myself really loud actually. So maybe you should like reload the stream or refresh the stream. No, okay, thank you for noticing, but like I checked on You're watching on which channel? On Kick. So that should be the same as where I'm on right now. Okay, wait. Let me check again. No, when I'm opening Kick, my own desktop even, it's it's just fine. I can hear my own voice quite well. So yeah, I cannot check it on the other way. I cannot buff it up anymore because it's already on. Uh, so yeah, actually, it cannot be louder than this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's something to check. It's good that you noticed something like that. Thank you for telling me. Then I can check next time or check out some different mics. So, but the trades are going well. I see it pumping actually, up 1.5% on gold. So I don't know the shortage which you use in your. What's the second word? What does it mean? What about euro? Still no entry. So we're waiting for the entry signal. I would like to see it at least reclaim this as a as a right shoulder. So as a second, because we made we made support right here. We liquidated all, yeah, of the people that are went in early buys. So I would like to see the same level getting reclaimed before I enter the buy. You could enter here, but then you have a really wide stop loss. And when I'm gonna look at this trade, for me, I'm currently aiming up right here because of the trend line. If I put the trend line from here to here, we will reach levels higher if we can continue this trend switch we're seeing right now. So we saw quite some new lower highs and lower lows, but this is the first new higher high. So I would like to see a new higher low. So that could be here or here around this zone. And then we're forming the right shoulder and also the new higher low. And that's our entry. So if you could enter here, but this is a very bullish strategy. Yeah, but look, in the bigger picture, of course we are in a downtrend, but we're not able to break this high. And I also called uh this buy last week. So we kind of have the same structure over here. Like we were not able to make we are not able to make new lows. So we made a new high. It's very simple if you're gonna look just structure wise at this chart. And don't get me wrong, you could be right. It could still move though. At the moment we see a structure change. So this high we could not break, and we did. We did break the high. So now we are aiming on a new higher low. And after that you could see new highs coming in. Same as we did right here. We see no new low and we see a new high made. But here it was very bullish because of the big pull we had in front. I think this is not the same. So I'm waiting for lower entries, and I will use most of the time we'll use Fibonacci for my entries like this. And we'll be like around this area. So I'm gonna start entering here all the way till here. But I'm in bigger cells from last week, so it's for me it's just hedging my positions. And also I see a structure switch, so it could I see the first signals and I see strength coming in. Also on the dollar, we saw the same reaction only backwards. So we saw this low we could not break because structure wise, the strength began when dollar was starting to form new higher lows and new higher highs. But when you make this high and you make this low, you cannot break the low anymore. In this case, we broke the low, so we have a new low, and we're gonna look at a structure change. It's not confirmed yet. Yeah, if you go even higher, if we go to the daily, but also on the daily, it's going sideways on this moment because we're gonna look at the trends here. It's just a sideways range, so we could see bottom range or top. So I will see this like a box. So for me, it would be the bottom or the top. So it's not extremely bullish, but I understand what you mean. We did make a new higher high. We did make a new higher low. So currently, until we break this low, we are sideways or a little bullish, but it's not extremely bullish like we were here. So from this point, you see is just going, it's losing its strength. So yeah, but that's why locally I'm hedging positions because I will start selling here because we see a lot of divergence forming in the strength. So price and strength actually go against each other right now. So that's most of the times is a sign of weakness, but it's never a straight drop. So but for me, it will be likely if we have a drop like this and we see a straight drop and we see here, we see a lot of bounciness. So there's a lot of liquidity in this zone. So for me, it would be yeah, nice to just move up. Don't make it. I'm not aiming for new highs, like because I'm still trading this downtrend as well. So this local downtrend I'm trading because we lost this as soon as we lost this low, actually here already, but this low, we know it was a confirmed downtrend. So we could even see yeah lower prices. And then when we break this low, it's really bad for euro. But until we don't break this low, this still would potentially be a buy because then we have a range. Here was a buy, here was a buy. So we see some resistance as well. So it's resistance, support, support, support. It could be. So on the bigger picture, I'm just waiting for confirmation, but I have my levels ready on the top and on the bottom. So and in between we can trade whatever we want. But in this moment, yeah, I'm looking for a little pullback at least here. So our first target would be here. But looking at the trend right now, it could even move up. So we're aiming for this, and that will be a nice risk to reward from 1 to 2.7. So it's already a fine trade. But if we see a lot of strength coming in, it would be a 1 to 4. So we can keep like 50% of our trade open, close 50% in profit. When we reach this level, close our stop losses, like break even. Yeah, then you have like a risk-free trade to the upside, or we're gonna reverse, and then we have the bigger trades that we had for the last weeks. So from the last few weeks, so because it's last 2 weeks, this data, like yeah, from the beginning of October, last 20 days even, so a little more than 2 weeks. But this was the buy I called because of the double bottom, and I saw a lot of strength coming into the market. So we already catched a lot of big and good trades last week, and I'm still aiming for a little bounce as well here. I had to check what the smiley did. And the same if we want to see if we're gonna see strength in the euro, I would like to see some weakness in the dollar. So and currently we are still making new lows, new high, lower highs, but also new higher lows. So this is actually a squeeze. Uh, Potentially we could rise a little bit just to take out liquidity. That's why we're covering quite a big stop loss on this trade. Um, but the biggest potential is for the downsides. So we should have a 1.2% for the first target, and then we will see it's a 0 0.4. So it's a 1 till 2 again. If this continues to a full target, this is a 1 till 4. So then the stop loss is not as big anymore. So I'm aiming on this already being the entry because we hit this naked POC, but potentially we could rise up to the SR level or the MPOC area. So be careful with your entries, be careful with your stop losses on this trade. Don't copy blindly, but enter on your own plan. Take my trades as advice only. That's always very important to keep in mind. I cannot make your own, I cannot make your risk calculation. I cannot see your spread. I don't see the exact entry you got. So this one we entered last night. It first went a little above and in drawdown, but we saw a nice reaction, also breaking this low. So if we can continue to hold this as a resistance, we have a structured switch also because we see higher lows, and this is the first lower low. So this will be the lower high, and then we could continue this trade into the profits down to the Fibonacci levels we have down here. If we see a lot of weakness coming into the dollar, because tomorrow we have a beautiful day coming up, screaming big volatility, this could boost the moves. If the data is negative, as expected, because the expected data should be negative at the moment for US dollar, then we could see a downwards move continuing. Be careful also tomorrow when you keep your trades open. A lot of these days with a lot of news, they're gonna hunt stop losses. So it's gonna move down quick and it's gonna move back up in seconds, in a minute move. So be careful where you enter. Be careful to take profits maybe already tonight to lock in those profits. And if you hit stop loss, then it's break even because you already hit take profit one on some trades. But always secure yourself for big news events like tomorrow. If the data is negative, it will be bearish for the dollar. So in this case, if it's bearish for the dollar, the price will go up because euro will rise against the dollar, in my opinion, for this bid. Same as this trade, USDJPY. In my opinion, if the data is negative, dollar is bearish, so this trade would continue. If the data appears to be bullish, or in any sense neutral or a little bit positive, then we have to be careful for the trades we are in right now because we could see a little pullback for the dollar. We could see a little strength coming in again. So this data has to be bearish, in our opinion, in our technical analysis to meet up with each other. If it isn't negative, the data we see in front, it's gonna conflict with our technicals. So our technicals are still good. They're still proper trades, but I'm gonna be more careful. So I'm gonna maybe close earlier or take profit, hit the take profit earlier, just to lock in some profits because the news is not moving alongside the technicals. So I never trade news. I never trade only technical. I try to combine them. And if you would only trade technicals, you would have been in the same trades uh, due to structure switch here and also forming support right now in this zone. So technical movement would say up, but the news can shock the markets. So we've seen it before a lot of times. So if the orange man is saying stupid stuff, the market shakes. Look, I also made a yeah, an orange cat. I made a beautiful thumbnail. So this is the thumbnail for YouTube right now. This is the advisor of him, the financial advisor of Trump, so in the White House. I thought it was a funny one. I will delete it again. Then we can see the trades again. I don't want the orange cat in my screen yet. I will have to pull up a picture of medicine, so it's no Trump, but this medicine because my girl is coming upstairs to smoke, so she doesn't want to be in the screen. So you guys are gonna think my fiance is just a pretend fiance just because I pull up a picture every time she comes upstairs. Zo, jij eens kunnen checken voor als je die stream nu aanzet en dan het geluid wel over die kant oprichten. En zo, dat bij die bij je hard staat. Maar luister hoe mijn stem is. Oh, say hi to her. DKR says hi. I don't know if you heard her, but she said hi back. Want die zei dat de mic niet zo goed was, maar toen dacht ik, oh, dat heb ik nog niet eerder gehoord. En ik heb hem ook harder gezet bewust. So it should be fine right now. But het kan ook een harde device liggen natuurlijk. I heard it. Nice. That's great to hear. Let's check it. I think it's gonna take out the highs, but we will wait. Ja, toch? Ik had zelf met mijn telefoon en ding ook al geluisterd en ik hoorde het wel goed, dus het ligt gewoon niet aan mij. Maar dan weet ik dat bij jou ook goed is, dan weet ik dat bij heel veel anderen ook gewoon goed is. Maar het is niet de beste, maar het is niet slecht. Thank you, pretty woman. Silver pulling up as well, 1.5% already running, so some nice trades currently. This could be an entry as well for people, because I think we will be at the 618 almost. Yeah, around the MPOC or the 618, this could be an entry zone to compound or enter the move if you missed the first entries. But we had a confirmed new low, so we are aiming for lower prices right now. Welcome to all the new people in stream. I see some new people joining on Kick. I hope you all doing great. We also have our positions open from higher in the selling positions, so this is a beautiful hedge trade to cover any pullback in the trades we have for the price to go lower. But after the big uptrend, we did had a confirmed downtrend. We're just looking for a pullback to take out the liquidity zone we have over here and then reach the resistance again. So we could drop from this resistance. We have some nice levels waiting over there. And also we see some structure change. We see a beautiful swing failure pattern and also a reclaim of the less support. So it should move up from here. Gold is moving too. Let's see what futures do right now. They build they they build up beautiful support if you see right. So our last resistance, our last big resistance is support currently. So as long as we don't break this level, it's not likely to go down. Same for here. Same for the normal gold chart. So it's not blindly guessing on levels. It's confirmation on confirmation on confirmation. So we have Fibonacci levels, we have a daily level, we have a flip from resistance to supports. And So technical, it was a very good trade. We also flipping the view up right now. So if the view up becomes the new support, that's also confirmation and a sign of strength in this trade. So silver is a little lacking right now. Silver had a bigger volume actually, or a bigger volatility actually than gold has had in the last 9 weeks of rising. So I would have expected more if we after seeing this drop. So I would have expected a quicker recovery on silver, especially because of the big shortage in silver right now. So they don't have enough silver in the world to make all the chips, computers, and everything silver is used in. Silver, same story. We would like to see a new high actually, but also a reclaim of the view up on top. So, like how to take, buy or sell. How do you mean that, DKR? Like you never traded, or I don't know. It's just a question. So then I know how to explain it. Like if you ever traded before, then I know how to explain. Or if you're totally new to this world, then okay. Yes, but MT5 is actually only a program. Um, yeah, you cannot actually order on MT5 only. So you need a broker. A broker is like a bank in the industry of trading. So you have future brokers, you have forex brokers, we have different kind of brokers. A broker like for example is IC Market or Oanda. There are two big names in the industry as a broker. So when you open an account at IC Market or Oanda, you get like a login that you can put in MT5. So you first need open account with the broker, then log in on MT5, and then you can take the trades. Oh, you want, then you have to link your trading view, but you have to check if your broker is able to link to trading view. Not every broker has that option. Yeah, it's possible in some future brokers have the option to trade in TradingView. And for example, my Bybit for crypto, you can add in TradingView. Yeah, I know what you mean. But you cannot add every broker inside of TradingView. Some brokers only offer MT4 or MT5. Some brokers will say, ah, you can choose TradingView, MT5, MT4, or our own program, or you have to check on the own broker's website. Every broker has have a different procedure for that. So type in on Google the name of your broker, how to connect this broker's account to TradingView. That's the exact question. If you typed it in Google or ChatGPT, it will give you the step by step way to connect the broker to TradingView. Most of the times you have to log in at the broker's website and have to connect your TradingView account to the broker. And then in TradingView, it automatically reads that account so you can order from TradingView. And you have to have the paid version of TradingView. It's not possible, I think, with the free version of TradingView. So be careful with that one. Not that you set up everything and then find out, oh, I have to pay monthly on TradingView to use it. Because then you can use MT5. I'm using MT5 as well. I don't use, I think MT5 is a quicker way, actually. Most of the times it accepts orders quicker than I have to do it on TradingView. TradingView also is a bigger website with other things they offer. So not only placing orders, they also do news. They also do so if they have a delay or if they have a shutdown, you're not able to put in the trade because of the delay. So TradingView is I don't like to trade. I don't like to put in my trades on TradingView. I like to do it on MT5 as well. Yeah, that's that's not. I cannot explain it because I'm not at the same broker as you. It's not the same with every broker. When you add it to TradingView, oh, there's like this thing you click. That's what I'm trying to explain. It's different with every broker. So you have to go to your broker's website and get the step by step. If it's even possible, it's not even possible with all brokers. Actually, not a lot of brokers offer the. Yeah, okay. Not a lot of brokers offer TradingView trading. So most of them in Forex and everything are yeah, chill. Thanks for confirming. But most of Forex brokers use MT5 or MT4 just because it's easier for the company to connect that. It's the easiest service for them to use, so why not? But the bigger brokers should be able to. So Oanda, IC Market, I think you should be able to. But you have to check the website. And Pepperstone, as you mentioned, is also a big one. So that should also do it. But the cat emojis. Oh, I can take away medicine again. Actually, she's downstairs again. So bigger screen. Let's see if YouTube strikes us again today. Oh no, not yet. Wow, amazing. It's gonna come later, I think. Meow. No, I don't. I cannot make that sound too much because my dog will hear it. She will think there's a cat upstairs. Currently, we see a nice reclaim or a nice strong close above the view up, so that's perfect to see on our trades. And for gold, the same. We could see a pullback, but the closest above, two closes above, is already a strength. So it's been more than an hour already above this level. So they're both 1.5% winning trades right now. So I could potentially add them to the win counter, but I don't know. They're not full take profit yet, so that's one third of our position. What do you think, DKR? Is this already an add to the win counter? Because 1.7%, and let's see. So first take profit was 1.5%. So should this already be a win at the first take profit? Because the risk is on break even, but I cannot do that because then we don't see the progress anymore. But this risk is risk free actually. So same for this one. Like the win counter, I'm in a doubt if I should only add full wins or if I should add partial wins as well. Because right now we hit take profit one at the last highs, and that was already a 1.5% trade. So that's actually quite a big trade for the industry in live streaming. Most of the times you see other streamers hit like 0.2%, 0.1%. And it's nothing wrong with the lower percentages, but this is like a quite big trade. And also on gold, we have 1.7% from entry. So, and this is also our first take profit because we have our 618. So we already did one did one take profit on both. So is that a win in your eyes? Should I add it? Or is it only a win if the full target gets hit? Because this is one third of my target. So I think it's fair to let you choose this time. Because I'm like, it's technically a win, but I hope you understand. Okay, then we then we have to add two wins right now. Thank you, DKR, for the inputs. And that makes it to 20 right now. So that's great. Let's also check Euro. Not quite on our entry levels yet because we want to start entering from here. So still some patience. Even if we miss it, we miss it. So yeah, but I all both rates are on break even. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for noticing, of course. So I cannot lose anymore. Yeah, stop loss is at entry, but when you do it on trading view, it's not going to show the progress anymore. So the you see this moving, so I cannot fully do it, but it is like this right now. It is closed. So, but that's what I was asking. Like, it is a win because it's quite big percentages actually. Let's go. Thank you for your input. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's as I said, 1.7% and 1.5%. It's like if you can make two of those trades in one week, you're good for that week most of the times. So if you don't make any losses after that, so that's a good start of the evening. And I see some new viewers coming in as well. We just added two wins to the win counter, so that's a good timing for you to come in. Actually, not that good because when you were there at the start, you also had a win. Today, nope, I'm in profits, thank to God. Damn, that's nice. In what trade do you have? Like which pair? Yeah, I understand it, the God. I already made good God, so but it's also good. Euro. And you are already in the buy or in which trade are in which trade did you take? What was your entry? And is it a buy or a sell in your case? Ah, okay. Understandable. Also because we now are coming back to this as a resistance. So now I want to see it come back down to the value area low, CC. So the 618. Uh, First entry here, second entry there, third entry here. So I will enter in like 3 steps. Just so if it moves faster up, I'm already like covered. So same as my uh, winnings or my profits, I take steps. I also take steps in my entries as well, most of the times. Perfect trade then. If you entered on the top or somewhere in this drop, that's some nice profits locked in, right? Some 0.13% is very good on forex pairs. So I nice, quite nice. 16,820. Oh, that's yeah, there was a nice flip. You see the support, and this is now resistance. So, but you entered that by last Friday, then, I think, because when you entered there, it is a good, it is really good setup here to hedge against your position. Because even though when you hit stop loss, you still have this one running. So then you're in safe haven, actually. You're like in the perfect positions, bottom and top. Perfectly executed. So, yeah, the entry I understand. It's a reclaim of the same resistance. And also, it was a support before when we made the high. So we broke the support. Oh, we can better pull box here. So I will just see this. It's just easy. Support, break, resistance again. Boom. Beautiful trade. Like proper, beautiful trade. And we're talking about like almost 1% on Forex pairs is. So lock in some profits on your way and chill. It's funny when you see you said only the numbers and like checking the chart. I'm like, ah yeah, proper entry. Yeah, if you have your confirmations, you just only have to have steel balls in trading, right? Like just take the trades, like trade them. The worst thing that can happen is your stop loss getting hit. You can lose money with trading. Like yeah, it's the worst thing. But like yesterday's stream, I had to add like 4 or 3 losses to the counter. But I was in the beginning of October until the 15th, I was on 1 loss. So there were some trades in crypto, there were some volatile trades, and yeah, okay, happens, part of the game. If it would only would be wins, actually this game would be so boring. I see it almost as a video game, this work. No problem, no problem. And thank you for sharing also your trades because this is a trade I didn't take, but it was a beautiful trade. I could have traded it, but you cannot trade every pair. You have to spread your interest as well. So and we were aiming at the US dollar Swiss franc pairs because I think the dollar came up quite a bit, so recovery move would be nice after this rise up and after the weakness we've seen after the sideways move at the top. So and same for US dollar GPY. We traded the whole downtrend, so now we saw the uptrend. We did trade the reversal, but we didn't want to lose this entry because it's like an MPOC. It is like one of the most beautiful levels you can trade MPOCs, I think. They're so strong. This is one of my favorite tools. Session volume profile. This will tell you the value area high, the value area low, and the naked point of control. So all the high volume uh, areas that you have to focus on as an add-on on the rest of your chart. It's not to trade on its own. It's never a one indicator, but it's a good indicator to use or add to your strategy. Yeah, good that you only focus on one pair. Where there are wins, there's loss, so it's a good game though. Yeah, that's true. If it's only winning, it could get boring with every game. So also with trading or with it can get easier, but then you have to find better opponents or spread your interest. So trading is such a wide world. You can learn every day and every new move, every new market you discover. It's going to be a new journey again. So I started my journey only with crypto actually. So Forex was new for me for the last few years. So, but I had to do it because of regulations in my country, and Forex was the only easy thing to trade for me to like get an accessible account. And with crypto, there were so many regulations, so many high taxes coming in. So it's I still have crypto, I still trade crypto, uh, but now I have some other ways to do that. I'm only 14 years. I'm using MACD indicator those days. Things is getting crazy. Yeah, also a good indicator as well. Yeah, it's just the indicators you prefer. These are just volume based, so it's just the highest volume of every day in the past time. So this was the highest volume point in this day. This was the in this day. This was the highest volume point. So it's really likely to find the resistance or support there. We cannot put any leverage. We cannot trade any options in crypto. We cannot trade any derivatives accounts. We cannot trade anything anymore in crypto. We can only buy and sell it. So I do sell and buy, but I can uh, on my normal accounts and also for if they're watching, I'm only buying and selling here, but I do have some things secured that I can still, but it's not as easy as Forex. So, and when you learn the trading skill, the skill of trading here, you can do in every financial market. So even if I'm gonna trade oil, even if I'm gonna trade futures or a stock market, if you have the skill, you can adapt to the markets. So it's only market knowledge from that point and being in the market. So of course you have to adapt and you have to switch some things, but you can trade every market when you're a trader. But you got to adapt because crypto is a lot more volatile than Forex. And Forex is a lot more technical than a lot of crypto tokens, although crypto is highly technical as well. Depends on which coins you trade. Because some coins have clear structure and some coins are just like wickers, like they're just going everywhere. Like XRP is like a good investment in my opinion, but it's like a shit pair to trade because if you trade it, it has so much volatility with wicks up and down. It's like fucked up. It's just with nothing less like Sol, Link, um, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin. They're all proper technical coins, so you can like only trade them on the technicals and when you master also like volume profiles and you can uh, use like actually some other programs that are a little more advanced than TradingView, um, but they can show you the data inside candles. So Linksaw and ADA, yes. Yeah, at the moment, it's a really dangerous place for crypto. We are aiming at a little bounce back up for Bitcoin. I would like to see 118K come, and then I can put in a lot of more sell positions in the secret account that I do can short. Uh, but if 118K doesn't hit, we still have our sells from 126K, so we can have a sell position from the actual top position. And I'm not gonna close that until I see any strength. And for Ethereum, we have a position of sell from 4,500, so 45 something like that. It's 4,510 or 4,511, I think. So they're both big swing trades, and I'm not gonna close them because we did the same thing in 2021. We shorted the exact highs, exact all-time highs of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those were my biggest trades, actually. It's very bearish. Only I think we should get some recovery because we've seen after a drop, we've seen a sideways action. And when you see a sideways action after a big drop, there's a lot of liquidity formed over there. So I want to see a little move up to 118K, not new highs, but 118K is the 618 Fibonacci if you pull Fibonacci from top to bottom. So from the all-time high till the new bottom we make with the big wick, with the big, right? It's actually 118K where we are looking for to add on to our sell positions. So it is very bearish, but it's not good to sell on the bottom. So we are on the bottom right now. So it could potentially drop already, but I would like to see Bitcoin take out the liquidity on top first. So I'm aiming for this. At the moment, we made three new higher lows, but we did broke it some kind of way, but it's actually a swing failure pattern because we did close above. So it's showing some weakness. So I think lower prices can come, like for sure. But for the Elliott wave count, it should actually move up still. Yeah, the candle with the big wick is not showing on IC market, but it's showing on some of the other pairs. So we have two possibilities in my eyes. I'm fine with both. So I'm in this trade, but it's because of the 618 and also because of the liquidity grab. I'm in this trade, but we're gonna see this low and this low taken out. pull back and go up. So then we grab all the early buyers that are in here, and they're all fucked. All the thing is, we just recover from here, and we trap all the sellers that sold here and here. Two options in my eyes. So I hope that makes it clear. Uranus candle 10 October. 10th of October. Yeah, there was this candle. That's the low we were looking for. So, or we're gonna take out these lows first, then we are gonna get stopped out as the trades. I don't care. I'm gonna re-enter when we reclaim the support again. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those two, these two plans. But we have a lot of liquidity right here. So if we going up, it's also if you pull a fixed range from your all-time high to where we at right now. So there's a fixed range volume profile. This is also the value area high. This was the value area low. We hit it. We hit it. So welcome to the new viewers in stream. If there are any questions, I would be happy to take them. So DKR, I hope this explains what my opinion is from Bitcoin. This could happen, or we could move from here. That's why I opened the position already, because we have sells from this top, actually this top, sorry, 126 we have, and 124. So we sold all the way down here. So this is just a hedge position, same as your position on euro. We are in big sells, but why not counter trade? It's just easy money when the counter trade hits and we can add on free money to ourselves we had before and drop more. Yeah, same for me. Same for me. This is like, I think this trade, the red one, has a higher probability because of the weakness here. It's taking too long to take off right now. I would have liked to see more volume come in already. So we're building up a lot of volume on this bottom right now, which could mean the bottom volume is buying, buying, buying. Everything is getting absorbed. Take out all the buyers. Take out all the buyers. So this buyers, and this buyers, and then we go up again. So then we gain a lot of liquidity. So this move is more bullish. So we would like to see a lot of volume for this move. So it depends really much on the news from tomorrow, because when US dollar gets bearish, we can see a good inflow in Bitcoin also. So the news tomorrow is key. I will keep noticing everyone in stream every time some people join. Keep an eye on the news. 16 hours, massive news incoming. So gold, we see a nice recovery of this support. So there was a support, we broke it, resistance, flipping it again to support. So let's see if we can hold it. If you can hold it, higher prices are getting more likely and more likely. The silver, the view up is important to hold still. Euro is still not in our entry zone, so we're still waiting. USDJPY is running, yeah, the same. It's playing with our entry level. It's in profit, but not that much. Use the CHF actually is in a proper move. I also called the extra entry right here between the MPOC and also the 618. It just barely touched, almost touched the 618, but it didn't make it quite. So it could potentially still make that move and also touch the value area high. So this is like a selling zone because we made a new low locally after we are in a bullish trend. We broke the low and we now are making a new lower high. So that will be a very, very nice trade. Radu, welcome to the stream. Let's go. How are you? I hope you are doing well, my friends. I will put the music a little louder for you. I think you hear the music well right now. Cannot put it too loud because then you cannot hear my voice anymore. So, but there's always a party here. I think you can hear the music right now, DKR, right? I'll put it a little louder. I was to opening hot dog shop. They put some music, and now here with you listening some music. Nice. Ah, you're a DJ, right, Radu? I saw you with your DJ gear. So you have to actually make some mixtapes, so I don't get harassed by YouTube anymore. Huh? You don't hear the music? What is wrong with your sound, DK? What the heck? Wait, let me check again. Hey, wait, let me check again. I'm sorry for the noise because you heard my phone right now. It's fine. I don't know what's wrong with your sound. It's one of my hobbies, but no, I'm not. Oh, you were not the DJ there. And you're not a DJ, it's just a hobby. Okay. But if you are a good mixer, if you can make some mixtapes from like longer periods, but it cannot have any copyrighted music in it. That's the thing. It's so hard to find because I looked everywhere on SoundCloud, on YouTube, on Spotify, but it's really hard to find good music that's not copy claimed, that's not copyright claimed. On PC, the music sounds very low and the phone is louder. Okay, but my voice compared to the music, can I put the music higher? Or is it good like this? Because it depends, like, otherwise the music will hear my voice, so. Oh, you didn't hear any, that's weird. That shouldn't be any difference, actually. That's crazy. And now? How is it now, Radu? Because I changed the setting. I changed the setting in my in the Spotify settings, but maybe this is it. But I think it should be better right now. But I hope it's not too loud compared to my voice. So nice, DKR can party with us. A little up with the music, a little up with the music. It is. I did it a little bump, but I can also get a bump back. So let me know. Thank you very much for the input, guys. That helps a lot because now I can just lock this setting and we're gonna be great every time. Let's go. And welcome to all the new viewers also. I hope you all enjoying your night or evening at my place. It's not night yet. Yeah, tonight I didn't get any copyright claims yet on YouTube, so it's like a miracle. But our friend Radu, his hobby is DJing, so I hope he's gonna hook us up with some mixtapes if we have some time off. DJ Radu behind the wheels. If you're all new here, don't forget to drop a follow. I'm trying to reach a followers goal of 100 followers by the end of the year, so would be very much appreciated if you would drop the follow. We have some nice winners running right now, so disco let. Yeah, okay. I think I will add some more things in the future in the streams. I'm trying to build it up, you know. It's more natural. I think the worst thing I see when I'm looking at streamers or content creators myself, I don't know why, but it just puts me off when someone has like 6 viewers or 10 viewers and is in like a fully professional studio. I'm like you kind of invested maybe in the wrong things, or so I'm like I'm building it up. It's just my normal office. It's just a little couch in the back. I have my chair for my girl or some friends who will game in the future. I have a gaming chair as well, but this chair is a normal chair from a dinner table, so it's for just for smoking with my girlfriend. Or with my fiance, I'm sorry. Cannot call her my girlfriend anymore, hello. I will get beaten. I don't want to sleep on the couch tonight, so excuse my words. So Radu, how did it go with setting up your account? You stated yesterday that you were gonna start a live account again. So I hope everything went well on that side. And I hope you find the right broker for you. You've found, sorry. We see a nice reclaim of the VWAP. If we can hold this, this could potentially be a nice entry as well if you didn't have any entries here. You could also wait until the value area low, but there is a possibility it wouldn't drop to the low levels anymore. And Radu, also coming back to your LED lights or something like that, I'm thinking maybe on the wall behind me, like that wall, to maybe put something up there. Like it would be a nice thing to the stream because I could move a little bit here and it would be like right here. But on the camera it looks like I'm in quite a small room, but this is actually like a really big room. When I'm gonna walk back, you're gonna be like, huh? Red. I live in the Netherlands, so the color red in the room with LED lights and with a window outside for my neighbors. I don't know if you know anything about Amsterdam. I'm not living there, but it's like the red light district, so I think not red, but there will be a different color. No, I'm kind of into green and blue, so I think it will be kind of those colors. But yeah, kind of my name or something on that wall here. That will be cool. Okay. No, okay. In Amsterdam, yeah, we have like an area and it's all red lights. So red light district, it's called. It's where you hook up, paid hook up. Like it's not. Sorry. In the Netherlands, we don't associate the red color, LED colors with good things. Let's state it like that. Yeah, yellow could be blue. I think maybe a light blue, like a baby blue, or like a turquoise, like a blue green. So it's also good. But you have to understand, like I'm gonna walk back for you guys, but so actually that's like a fairly big space there. So it's so it's like I think 5.5 meters, that wall. So it has to be so big to see it on screen. If I put it like this, you wouldn't even see it. It would be like a dot. No, it's nothing like your bed. If you don't know it, DKR, how could you know it? Yeah, it is actually quite big here. We could party here. You have to have fun in life, right? Yeah, but this is our attic. So this is my office, and we have two more floors downstairs. So there's a lot of possibilities for me to do with this room still in the future. But I'm like in doubt with what I want to do actually, and also it doesn't have to move quick. And it's also nice because maybe in the future when I'm streaming, I have some friends hanging out in the back on the couch or next to me. So there's enough room for everything. That's the chill thing. Also, my office desk. Yeah, you don't see the office desk, but it's like yeah, 2.5 meters wide. So and then we have the setup with the screens and with my computer, camera. Nothing crazy, just the necessary stuff you need when you trade. So a little overspec PC maybe, but it's always when you're gonna choose. I'm like, nah, okay, a little more. Okay, it's a treat for ourselves. So, but it's running everything great, and it's not taking any. How was my setup with gold or with silver? Sorry, with silver or with gold? If you were there yesterday, we entered yesterday and we just got saved our ass because we almost got wicked out. But we hit we almost got wicked out. We hit take profit 1 on this trade. Then after that, today I re-entered extra positions on this trade. So there was in the stream. So it was right here. Around this area, I re-entered extra positions. So we're still in this trade for moving up. I don't know, DKR, if that answers your question. Because with this move, we grabbed all this liquidity and we reclaimed the support. So in this case, we keep our stop loss just below the last low in case we might sweep, because we're still in our bigger sell positions. Backtesting, trading is backtesting constantly because you keep marking every trade you do, but no, this is not backtesting. These are my live trades I take. So okay, then I hope that answers every question or the questions DKR. And if you would like to explain, I have to explain more, then no problem. And then the strength we see right now is the flip of the VWAP. So we broke actually the structure of lower high, lower high, lower high. We broke out of it. Now we would like to see this high getting broken, because then we have a new lower high, and after that a new higher high. So we are currently forming structure switch, but we're not confirmed in structure switch. That's also why we already hit take profit 1 after hitting 1.5%. So you have to lock in those profits to be risk-free, because even though when we hit this 1.4%, we already locked in profit 1. So even though when we hit stop loss, it's still break even, because we don't win anything, but we don't lose anything as well. So that's how I entered this trade. And that's why I think it's still moving up at the moment, as long as we can keep these levels or can keep this less. No, the sell position is still going, and that's my opinion. In my opinion, we are still going lower. Um, as we've seen here, we're gonna go back. We can go back as far as we want. So let me change this for a second. So let's rise. So we're in like a really big uptrend. We only make new higher highs, new higher lows. Yeah, doesn't matter really. And here we stopped. So we made an even low. But we did make a new lower high. So in my case, this was like a really hard emergency call. After that, we did make a new low as well. And now we are aiming at a new lower high. So we did make a new low, lower high, lower. So in the bigger structure, so why isn't this going away? Here we made a low again. So I'm in the bigger structure, I would look to aim like this. And then lower. So I'm not selling the sell positions because this is a risk-free trade, also because we hedge with the buy. So we're going to earn money while we pull back all our profits that are still running to compound the sell when we are higher. I hope that explains my view. Market structure is one of the most important things for me, and we've been in a winning market structure, so in a uptrend for more than 9 weeks straight for gold and silver. So this drop could show us a big structure change in a downtrend, but in a downtrend we also recover up, so it's not only going down. If you're new here, don't forget to drop a follow. And thank you all for watching. Yes, yeah, of course. You always have corrections in the market. And in this case, a correction will 1%, 50% of a trade is 4% already. And we're talking about 8% back up. Everybody is looking for sells right now. So we have a lot of selling pressure right here. This whole block is filled with sell orders. So if we move up a little bit here or here, all of this liquidity is chopped out of the market. And then when this liquidity is chopped, this gives room for all the bigger fish to really sell their positions. So they need to create it. They need to make the liquidity, they need to cut off the liquidity to fill up their positions. They cannot sell everything at once. So that's not possible because there have to be some buyers if you sell something, and there have to be sellers if you buy something. It has to be it goes both ways, if you understand. Sorry. And in this case, we saw a bullish divergence. So we saw price making new lows. We saw a swing failure pattern. So that's actually taking out the lows and closing above the level again. We saw a new high forming after the swing failure pattern. And we saw a retest on less support. So this is actually a very strong technical move. So I'm not gonna ignore that because I'm in a sell trade. Why? It's just a good move, just a good trade. And it's also a hedge on my short, so it's a win-win. And when we drop, yeah, then we still cover our loss here with our profits we already took from this trade, but also we win again because the bigger trade is still running. And for your point of view, this is my bigger trade, the sell. When I hedge a position, it has to be at least 50% of the big order. Otherwise, the hedge has no intention. It's just a little. But if the correction does happen and we do go up 8%, you're gonna lose a lot of. You're gonna have a lot of drawdown on this position, but you cover it by at least 50% in the long trade as well. So that's my point. I'm between 50 to 70% in the long and 100% in the sell, if you get my point. Because if you do 100, 100, you're going to be even all the time. So it's going to never make you money. Euro. Still a little wonky, but I still think we should see our entries getting hit. I earlier explained in the chat already. It's like first entry at the view up, second entry down here at the support zone we already had before, and down at the 618 Fibonacci, and also the value area low of today. So we're gonna have 3 entries spread. So we're gonna spread our risk as well. And our risk is just below less lows because we are aiming at a structure switch due to this bullish divergence we have at the bottom. And also there's a lot of news of dollar coming in tomorrow, which I'm expecting to be bearish. We never know for sure with the US dollar, but then you got my point. I'm just looking at buys for euro to recover from the big move down. So we want to grab all this liquidity. We see a nice move and we see liquidity zone. So we could take out all this liquidity, but just moving like around this area. Don't take the stop loss, the profit too narrow, but it's around this area. And the area we mark is because of this trend we are in right now. So we could go back to the highs again. Let's check on USDJPY because it's also running quite well. Also in 2 trades. We had this trade last week. And we have this trade with a beautiful compound. We did have one of the 6 losses was the compound here. Because of the structure, it was logical that after this move, we would move down. We did hit a take profit 1, but after that moved up. Gave us a beautiful other entry. So we cannot like exactly predict the markets, but you can adapt and still make money. So, and the same for this trade. We already hit take profit 1. Now it's just chilling. So if we hit stop loss, we don't make money, but we have break even because we have to take profit 1. And for the rest of the time, just let the trade run. Next take profit will be 150.44 is the 618, or even the weekly low. Weekly open low. So this is just a choice your own. I'm aiming for a lot lower just because of the gap we still have from 2 weeks ago. With the opening on Monday, it was a really big gap of 1%. So if we break this low, the gap will be filled immediately and it will be a very quick trade. So that's why we're aiming for longer targets with this trade. For this trade, we are aiming at the first target or second target also, because first target was here. Second target will be also the 618, and also we have a bigger Fibonacci extension level that's coming from like further back. That's exactly in line with 618 almost. So that's a nice confirmation. If you have 2 levels crossing each other or on the same area, it's only confirmation. So And also we have the nice bottom right here. So we already had support before. I do see some new people coming into the stream. Welcome. I hope you're all enjoying your nights. In 5 minutes or 4 minutes, we do see a close of the gold and silver market on the metals. At 12, we open again. The forex pairs, the fiat pairs will stay open. So we can still continue to see the pre-market game between 11 and 12. So let's see if gold and silver can stay positive in their close, at least above the view up for silver. And the same actually for gold. As long as we can stay above the view up, in this case we keep the trade open and bullish in both scenarios. On silver is always fun to watch. When it's market's gonna close, it's gonna be like because some people, some of the retail buyers, is always retail action. Last minute or 2 minutes of the market when silver does that, the wobbly, it's always retail action. There are a lot of people in fear because they have another hour of where they cannot adjust their trade. So they're gonna be like open, close, open, close, open, close. So the market's tripping balls always. It's really fun to watch on the lower time frames. If you go to even watch in the 1 minute, you will see what I mean. It's like we're gonna close the markets. Positive close. We do. I do think there's gonna be a pullback when we open. It's gonna be around here, just because this was the last resistance, so we could claim support here. Yeah. Let's see if we did break the high or not. No, I have no magneton. Yeah, we did break the high. So with a little tiny bit, but we did break the high. So I will potentially see a little drawdown and bang, then move up. Same for gold. Move down, test the last resistance as a support, and then move up to targets. So that would be nice entries for the opening at 12 if they happen. I'm going to add on to our positions actually. And I would keep my stop loss right below this daily. Then we have a win ratio of 1:2 to 3.6. So it will be a nice entry as well. Keep an eye, I want to see a nice reaction. So I'm also checking the order book and the volume at the moment. I'm not gonna blindly execute this trade, but this would be a very nice continuation of our trade where we are in right now. So we could like even make the hedge a little bigger. So now it's like on 50 or 60% of my big trade down. I keep it away because otherwise it gets really messy for you guys. But it's still open. It's open until the naked daily actually. And if we hit this level, I will continue to move the level even more down, because then we have a continuation of the trend. So I will aim even lower. So let's see how the market will open at 12. For USDJPY, we've opened normal, neutral, little bearish, nothing special. For Euro, neutral, a little lower, but nothing special. Potentially still could see our entries getting hit, so keep an eye or set an alarm for yourself on the levels. This one, and this one. So we have 3 entries right now. The reason is this support, and this support. So I want to spread my risk and also spread the entry. Beautiful opening on USDCHF. Damn. That's an opening profit of 0.1%, but on the Forex that's a fairly nice trade. I would like to see to make some new lows, and I advise the entry here for a lot of the streamers just before the market closed or reopened again for the next day. So I hope you all catch this trade, because this is a nice one. Could potentially see a little gap fill before we drop. The reaction and the opening is already bearish, so that's a good sign on the trade. We're rocking the markets again. We already added 2 wins to the win counter. We already have this trade up, this trade up. So 4 trades good and running right now. I'm curious. Crypto still want to search for more bottom. As we discussed it with DKR earlier, it looks like crypto still wants to take out the next bottom before moving up. So we will have to keep a close eye, because we drew out 2 pots and currently it's following the red lines. As we said, with the highest probability. We do have this counter trade. The only reason we have this hedge trade with a low risk stop loss is because we already have big sells from higher, so I had to hedge. My 6 losses, 3 of them or 4 of them were on crypto. So, but there were losses after a win. So there were like, I counted them as a loss, but we hit take profit 1. Same scenario as I asked you today, like gold. Like, should I count it as a win? And for that time I was like, nah, it's not a win, because after that we hit stop loss. It was take profit 1 and then straight through. So, but there were 3 of them on crypto, on Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana, because there were similar trades, and yeah, crypto moves kind of the same, especially Ethereum and the other meme coins or altcoins. It doesn't matter how you want to call them. The other loss, I don't. We had 1 loss in euro. Oh yeah, we had a loss in euro. We already entered the buy yesterday, and we got stopped out by this move. So that was also a loss, but we're still aiming on the same move actually, but just stop loss got hit. So, and we have a new confirmation of a new high, so now we could see upside again. So I have a new setup after hitting the stop loss, but that was also a loss. I'm thinking about them because I already deleted them, because in yesterday's stream I covered them already and then deleted. Ah yeah, USDCHF, I already explained that one earlier, because we are in sell positions from really high. So we see a continuation, sell, sell, but this sell was no sell. It did hit take profit one, as I stated, but after that, stopped us out. So it's also in my world kind of a loss. Even though we made money, it's still a loss because the trade didn't finish. We didn't make new lows. So yeah, that are the trades right now. Actually, I think they're. I took six. I think all six. We are at right now. But yeah, losses are part of the game. It is how many risks are you willing to lose? That's the only question. How many dollars do you risk, and how many dollars do you get in? That's the only question you have to ask yourself. Or percentage or dollar doesn't really matter. And I'm sorry, I cannot cover the 20 wins. I, I really don't know them all. Some are still running, and there were already big hits like 5 or 6% or 2 or 3% rates. So, but they're still running, so they could still hit potentially another win in full target. Um, and all the trades are, yeah, you can look back at. So I don't never delete a stream. Uh, People can just look back if they don't believe that I gave a trade out, or they don't believe I keep the counters straight up, or fair. Check me. In the worst case, I forgot one, and most of the time it would be a win because I'm like, oh, okay, it's just one. For me, it's just a normal thing because it's my work. And with the losses, it gets me more, so I'm like, oh, yeah, I have to add one to the loss count. I'm really strict for myself when it comes to losses. So, and actually, I already explained in the last stream of yesterday that 2 of the trades I took in this streams, yeah, of the losses I took, were not trades I would have taken if I wouldn't stream. Like with streaming, the thing is, I'm still looking for high probability setups, but in my personal bigger accounts, next to the accounts I'm trading here and live, I'm also trading swing accounts, and that's my main thing. That's my main trading. So we did hit some of the wins of swings. I also traded on my big account, but it's also, yeah, you have to have accounts that pays your own salary and that kind of stuff, you know. So you have multiple accounts spread, otherwise it's not gonna work, especially when you get bigger, because they will not accept the orders when they get too big. But my overall win rate of this year is like around 78%. So it's like really high win rate actually, because most of the traders are between 60 and 70%. And that's just because I have a quite easy strategy. I'm in the market for a long time, and yeah, I have no doubt. I can really quickly switch off my emotions when it comes to financials. So this is just, I see it as work, I see it as fake. So every move it makes, it doesn't matter. Every loss I take, it doesn't matter. On to the next one. Just numbers. mate of mine got striked on YouTube. Oh, YouTube is such a shitty place. For content creators, it's really a hard place. That's great though, DKR. Thank you. Yeah, it's nice to have some nice setups. As I stated in the beginning of the stream, it's like you always have some losing and winning streaks, or some good periods, bad periods, or it, it's normal in life, normal for a trader. But it's good for me and good for the start, and also good for people to see me in my winning state. It's like I'm playing Champions League. So I'm like fully focused at this in this week. So I'm like grinding to the max because I'm like fully. Yeah, this month is like it has been a good month for me. Last month was also not a bad month, but it was like a slow month. Now we're getting some more volume into the market, so yeah, it gives some energy. And also the streaming gives a lot of energy. You guys give a lot of energy, so. Oh, and as we, it's like they listen. Wow. I said one bad word about YouTube, like 2 sentences back. I get a warning. Shut the fuck up. Damn. Oh, I'm glad Kick is a better streaming platform with nicer rules. Euro still wants to move up. It could still potentially hold this as a support and already moved up without us, but I I kind of want to see this same support be claimed back again. So we have a first step, but I want to see the full step because then we're gonna build up some liquidity to actually move up. That's where I'm looking for, and I'm still gonna keep the trading plan. A lot of people would have entered right now because they see what a positive reaction, but it could still pull back potentially. So I'm not gonna hurry my entry, especially with the big news coming up tomorrow. But this is a nice reaction, also a healthy opening. So we don't see big gaps or anything. I don't like to trade that. Okay, YouTube, if you're only gonna give me notifications,